What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to move your base from one location to another. In this case, I'm going to be moving my base from this kind of the starting location to another area of the map that has more ore nodes as well as some good coal mining. So anyway, let's get to it. You're going to need, for this tutorial, you're going to need at least a grappling gun. We're also going to need some kind of wood structure set or stone set as well. The grappling gun you can get with ancient parts by just defeating some of your bosses around the map. Shouldn't be too hard. They do respawn, so you could go chill it multiple times or catch them multiple times too. I think it'll still drop the ancient parts if you catch them as well. So first thing here, we're going to build a wooden foundation as close to our PAL box as possible. And I'll show you guys why in a little bit here. And the other thing we're going to build up against this wood platform is a wall. And then also you want to build yourself a chest. In this case, I would recommend, if you have the ability, to get the metal chest so we can store more items in it. And it'd probably be actually worth to build 2 of them, depending on how big your base is. You might even need 3, depending on how big your base is. So we are going to be moving our base to this location up here where I have the mining symbol. This is a pretty popular area to move your base to because it's got a lot of good ore mining nodes as well as coal mining nodes. And the reason we're doing this so early is because we want to set up our second base here before we get too far along with the move process. You will have to destroy a few enemies. And then you'll have to build yourself a platform and just set up your PAL box somewhere in this area. And the other thing you might want to do while you're here is build yourself a chest. You can do that later, but you might as well do it while you can. In order to build a second base, just FYI, you will need base level 10 at a minimum. Build 3 bases, I think you need to be base level 15. So I actually ended up moving this wall because it made more sense, and I'll show you guys why in a second here. This goes directly with why we need the grappling gun. So we're going to go into our disassembly mode, go into build, and then when you're in the build mode, press C to go into disassembly mode. And unfortunately, this is the only way to move a base. You have to disassemble at the old location, and then you'll have to reassemble at the new location. And you'll notice immediately that we are already over encumbered. So what you can do is you can grapple over just like that. And that's why we set up that wall there with the chest right next to it, so that we can use the grappling hook to grapple over to our location, empty out our inventory into our chests, and then we can just keep rinse and repeat, just kind of go through and just start deconstructing the property. And one thing you'll want to be a little careful with chests is there is a glitch, and I don't know if this is still a glitch. There was a glitch that I saw on Reddit where people were losing their items underneath the floor when they disassembled their chests. I never had any issue with that, but there are people online that had issues with losing like rare items and whatnot. So for precautionary sake, you might want to empty out your rare items manually when disassembling your chests. Like, see right there, I didn't have any issues with it when I destroyed that chest. Like, everything just kind of landed. So they might have fixed that issue, but just keep that in mind when you're doing this process. Another thing is, and I think they fixed this as well, but people were having issues losing their PALs when they move bases. So it might be worth putting your PALs in the PAL box on your new base or from your old base. And I just like to go to the last page so I know who's who. Just for precautionary sake, I don't think it matters, but again, might as well, better safe than sorry. So go ahead and get our full deconstruction. Load up our chests. And then this is one of my chests I had that had some kind of more rarer items. So I did do this one manually, just in case. However, I don't think, like I said, it's necessary anymore, but I could be wrong on that, so just keep that in mind. So load up your items. So now you want to go into your chest with all the material in it and just take everything you can. And see, you can see there I have 33,000 out of 700. But the good news is, since that chest was right next to our PAL box, we can still fast travel to our other base location, which we're going to now. And you can see here, actually probably good we set up that chest early, because now I can just kind of slowly walk over to it and load her up. And you won't be, I mean, you could do a move all, but at the same time, you probably want to pick and choose which items you want to move into the chests. In this case, I'm just doing the kind of material. And I built another chest for all the rare items that I had. And then the very last thing you want to do when you're at your new base location is go ahead and go to your map, hover over your old base, and we're going to dismantle it. So press V to dismantle. Structures not placeable outside of your base will be disassembled. Note some structures will not be disassembled and will remain. All pals of this base will be stored in a PAL box. Doing this will not cause any of your pals to disappear, allegedly. Once disassembled, PAL box cannot be restored. In this case, I want to get rid of this base. I have no intention of going back to this base area, and it's gone. So there you go. That is how you move your base from one location to another, and pretty much record time. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, let me know down below. Consider subscribing, and as always, have a wonderful day.